I'm giving you the last chance. You need to come out of this vehicle.
So you're involved in trafficking?
No, ma'am.
You're covering it all up?
No, ma'am.
No, I can't do that.
Sovereign being.
I understand that.
If you understand that, then you would let me go.
Every officer knows that every sovereign citizen car stop has the potential to be a higher risk because they start off fundamentally disagreeing on the law, and secondly, because there's likely going to be some degree of non-compliance. And if that non-compliance escalates into a point where the person takes off from the police, a pursuit ensues, and the person barricades inside of the car, it's going to lead to a very interesting and potentially a very dangerous situation. This is one of those.
Hold on, man.
The original video says that the officers were attempting to pull over a 54-year-old female and known sovereign citizen. I do not know the exact charges as to why they were attempting to pull her over. Okay, so we just saw the officers throw out a spike strip, and I just want to talk about them very briefly because they're a very effective tool. However, there's also a lot of danger in deploying spike strips, stop sticks. They're devices that if a vehicle rolls over them, the tires will be punctured and it slowly deflates. It's not like you're going to hear this explosion of the tires because the purpose of them is so that it safely slows down the vehicle and you don't get any kind of rollovers or anything like that. They're very effective. However, the challenges, and these are documented challenges that exist with these, is that the officer has to stand on the side of the road, deploy them, and the speeding vehicle has to drive past the officers. And we have seen situations where the suspect has intentionally turned into the officer who's deploying stop sticks or spike strips. Very dangerous task. The other challenge is to make sure that you pull them out of the way for the pursuing vehicle that's coming very closely behind so they don't run over them and get their tires punctured as well. So a lot of people also ask, are there other devices, or why don't the police put those under the vehicles right when they do a car stop so the person takes off, they'll know. So first I want to talk about a device that you could potentially do that. It's this device right here. And this is same thing, but it's a much smaller one. These are very often utilized people undercover capacity sometimes to set up something if they think someone's going to end up taking off. But this is also used by uniform units as well. I can tell you right now that the challenge is if officers were to place these under every single car that they stop, there would be a significant number of officers who inadvertently left them under a person's tire and they would take off, and police departments would be paying a lot of money for tires that get punctured for these that were inadvertently left under tires.
Shawna, we have 29 blocked off, FYI.
4505, copy, 29 is blocked off.
You're gonna have to use your PA. John, use your PA. Step out. We know who you are. Step out. Well, all right, yes, you're right. You're right. Step out of the car. Step out of the car, please. You have to. Because you fled from us. You fled from us. You didn't stop. Come on, Ann. You gotta step out. You gotta step out of the vehicle. Okay, we can figure out that out later. You gotta step out.
What?
Ann?
I was going to get my employees. Sex traffic.
Okay.
Stopping me.
Who else is in the vehicle with you?
Okay, I want to look at this frame here and the configuration of the officers, how they are positioned. It looks like there's no crossfire challenges, so that's very important. Initially, the female officer was giving commands to the vehicle, and the officer said, you need to get on the PA, meaning the public address system, so that you can broadcast your voice, because it didn't seem like the person inside of the vehicle could hear the commands that the officer was giving. The other thing is I did notice that the female officer did not have a tack bun. Tack bun is definitely more tactical. Under these circumstances, this is the way that we should normally think about this. We have a barricaded person inside of a vehicle. Containment, making sure that the vehicle doesn't go mobile, making sure that we have cover and that we have effective communication with the person. The 3 C's: cover, containment, communication, all incredibly important. And ideally, under the circumstances, you want to have a person who is trained in some form of de-escalation model while maintaining lethal coverage on the vehicle, because you never know which direction this situation is going to go. But those are ideal. The other thing that's going to be asked if it goes south is what What was your plan? Always remember that.
And can you just get out and we'll talk about it? Why not? Why are you refusing to get out of the car?
Why are all of you here? I'm not actually in the camper. I'm having fun. This is my law enforcement appreciation.
I understand that. So just
And you're chasing me.
step out of the vehicle.
You're going to get a shot at sex trafficking.
Step out of the vehicle and we'll figure it out.
What? Yeah. And
Smash that window.
And
I got your lethal cover.
real scary. And open it up. I'm here to talk to you. That's what you wanted. Shawano County. That's what you wanted. Right? Roll down the window and talk to me. And you're going to roll down the window all the way. Do it now, please. And you fled. And you need to open up the door.
No weapons, right?
And
Okay.
I'm giving you the last chance. You need to come out of this vehicle. Yes, you do. And we'll get a Slim Jim.
Does anybody have one? I don't have one. Do you have a Slim Jim?
And open up the door. You're going to. Yeah, I understand that. Yep, I understand that. But we're past that now, okay?
Why are you after me?
We tried to do a traffic stop on you and you didn't stop. You can't do that. You can't do that, Ann. I told you. Up in Menominee, they tried to do a traffic stop on you and you didn't stop.
Thank you.
That's against the law. You know exactly what I mean. That's what other side. I'll distract you.
Okay, so some interesting things. I see that the officers are addressing her by name, and you've heard me mention that in my videos before. It is definitely great to get the dialogue going to where you address a person by their name. Sometimes that can create a bond and that communication can flow much better. Does it always work? Absolutely not, but it's definitely a good step. It also looks like the decision was made to move forward, and the officer who is talking to the driver, who I believe his name is Ann, does not have any kind of firearm out. He's just talking to her. Just want to make sure that you communicate the plan, and every officer at that location knows exactly what their role is, and their roles can change. It's still a fluid thing, but know what your role is in the moment that you do what it is you're doing. Am I the breacher? Am I the one that's going to be talking? Am I the one on low lethal? Am I the one on lethal? Know your role, and those roles can switch. And now we know a little bit more information. This was a car stop and she chose not to stop. You turn a misdemeanor car stop into a felony car stop when the police attempt to make a simple car stop on you.
Do you know how to use You know how to use these? You hit the unlock, and I guess we'll just pull her out.
Open it up. Open it up. No, not right now you don't. No, you don't. No, I'm not.
Okay, the plan seems like they're going to use a Slim Jim, which is a device like a shim that they can stick out a portion of the window and reach the locking mechanism and pop the lock and extract her once the doors are unlocked.
It doesn't have to be this way, man. Yes, you are under arrest right now for fleeing.
For trying to get my employee out of a sex
No.
trafficking operation.
No, you should have stopped and we could have talked to you about it.
Oh my God.
And you need to open up the door right now. And Shano, she took off.
10-4, copied, she took off.
Affirmative, almost ran over 505 and 1204.
Okay, that radio traffic is crucial, and I'll tell you why. Remember, it sounds like he said she almost ran over 2 units, but I want to go back to something really quickly because I want to look at this timeline that she took off. It looks like she was spiked at 20 minutes and 20 seconds from the body cam, give or take. And then it looks like at 20 minutes and 24 seconds, they made the decision to approach. So if this body cam timing is right, we're 4 minutes in. And then it looks like at 20:27, the vehicle takes off. So we're 7 minutes minutes from the spiking. Now, I mentioned the timeline because that is crucial, because you're going to be asked, why did you make the decision to do this? And why did you decide to do this at this time? Knowing that in many circumstances, time is on the side of the police if the person is not being actively aggressive. So think about that when you look at these timelines. And again, some of these body cam videos that we look at are edited very heavily. So by the calculation, if those numbers are correct, we're looking at 7 minutes from successful spike to the time that the vehicle ends up taking off after the approach is made. And who knows what the right time is? You have to make that decision on the scene, but definitely take into consideration that one of the things that's going to be scrutinized in this type of situation is the amount of time that we took to utilize a tactic that could de-escalate a situation without it going south.
Someone's trying to roll and roadblock here. We're in the back here.
Get out of the car!
Shadow, she stopped. Put your hands behind your back.
Relax.
Put your hands behind your back.
Wait, everybody just relax.
Stop fighting, Ann. Put your hands behind your back.
You got it.
Got her, got her.
Yep, you got you.
Bring your hand back.
Relax, Ann. Just relax.
Got anyone?
Relax. There you go.
Anyone? I
There.
haven't done any harm. I haven't done any damage.
Relax your hands,
I
Ann.
haven't done anything wrong to anyone.
Okay. Just calm down.
This is the color of law. None of you know the Constitution. None of you know the Constitution. What did you fucking just put in my hand?
Let's get her up.
And roll over. Roll over. Get on your butt.
Come on, Ann. Let's get up.
You guys are all assholes. All of you. And I thought you were good. What did you put in my hand?
Nothing.
What did you put? Somebody put something in my fucking hand.
Hang on, do you have anything on you?
Somebody put something on my hand. What is on my hand?
Kill
Handcuffs.
siren.
Who just
Go
put
get your
some?
siren.
Somebody
Just
just
search her- no,
put something
search
on
her.
my hand.
Just search her real quick. Just pat her down real quick.
Somebody put something in my fucking hand. Is it my or is it
It's
something
your,
you
it's
put?
your,
All right, let's find out
All
where
right,
she's.
that's fine.
from your,
I-
it's from your, it's from your finger.
Where is it?
You guys are all
Okay,
fucking
let's.
assholes.
You got a first aid kit.
Yeah,
Let's just get it wrapped up. Grab what?
Never mind, she's grabbing one.
Kidsman.
Yep.
Do you want her in mine or yours?
I got your name.
Okay.
So you're involved in trafficking?
No, ma'am.
You're covering it all up?
No, ma'am. I'm just trying to resolve this situation right now.
You're not resolving
Let's get
anything.
a tow on. No, get a tow on.
I was rescuing my employee from a sex trafficking house in Menominee
And-
County.
relax.
Crow territory.
We're trying,
Crow territory.
we're trying to bandage up your finger, okay?
I don't give a shit. I ain't gonna to death.
Is that yours? Or is that hers? Mine. Okay, just move it.
Just give me a gauze. I can put my fucking
And
pressure
you
on
get
it.
traffic going on
Just
lane
give me
2.
some gauze. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you guys are involved in this shit. Bullshit. I was going to rescue my employee from sex trafficking house in Menominee County, Crow territory. Crow territory. They have murdered a lot of people around here, and none of you do anything about that. But you're gonna stop
I think
me?
it's the left hand.
We're just gonna wrap up your hand
But
so
just
it
wrap the
stops
whole
bleeding.
thing. Just wrap it.
It's ripping from right here
Yeah.
somewhere. Have a seat in.
Okay.
I have Ann on board. I'll be out to TCS with 5:15. If you could advise security, we'll be there in 5 minutes, and she's relatively cooperative.
In custody. Okay, I talked about the timeline earlier, and that definitely matters. But there's something else that I'd like to discuss, and it's something that's very, very controversial when it comes to policing. And it's about policing shooting into moving vehicles or at moving vehicles. Nearly every department has a policy on shooting into moving vehicles, and that did not occur in this circumstance. However, I did make mention to the officer whose radio traffic was very, very crucial, was that she almost ran over, and he said the 2 units call signs. Now, this is definitely one of those those 20/20 hindsight things, but it's definitely incredibly educational for us to discuss because these kinds of situations happen frequently. There's something that one must think about because most departments say shooting into an occupied vehicle should only be done as a last resort. And some department policies straight up forbid it unless there's someone who's going to be seriously harmed or injured. And only the officer in that position can make that decision. And that's what the courts look at. That being said, there is something called officer-induced jeopardy. It's basically when an officer tactical choices unnecessarily cause or increase the escalation of a situation that results in the use of force. I'm not suggesting that that occurred here, but this was a situation where we heard an officer say that 2 units almost got run over. And from that officer's perspective, that is what he saw. That's why one must be extraordinarily cautious when making a judgment off of watching a news clip that is a few seconds or even a body cam that is several minutes long, because there are other perspectives. Speaking objectively about how these things will be viewed is definitely the route to go because it educates people on learning about what these things are. Officer-induced jeopardy, the policies involved in shooting into an occupied vehicle. These are things that have occurred in the very recent past. The other thing, a lot of attorneys watch this and I really appreciate them. A lot of you reach out to me and we have dialogue and I appreciate that. The other thing I want to talk about to everyone else is that one of the questions that's going to get asked if it goes south is, have you trained vehicle extractions? It's very common for police to have to conduct them. Is there a section in your policy that addresses vehicle extractions? In the academy, is there training for vehicle extractions? Is this in-service training which is recurrent because they're perishable skills? Incredibly important stuff. Remember, life and liability, the 2 L's in policing. You want to make sure you protect your life and the life of others, and you want to protect yourself from liability and your department from liability, so you make sure you make the right choices. So one other thing I want to talk about in this sequence is that we noticed there was a pretty significant amount of coming from the female's hands, and exposure to these types of things we talk about in a lot of videos. Sometimes there's not enough time to get gloves on. Sometimes the situation is so dynamic, so quick. So officers, medical personnel, first responders are often exposed to these types of things. So take that also into consideration when you see how officers deal with people. Sometimes you get exposed to some pretty nasty stuff.
Like I had shoulder surgery, I've been in a motorcycle accident, I hurt. This hurts me.
We're
505, she's taking care of it.
as soon as we get to the hospital, when it's safe to do so, we can adjust the handcuffs for
I
you.
haven't done anything wrong.
Okay.
I have not done anything wrong. Are you questioning what you just did out there?
Not at all, ma'am.
Young officer, do you think this is right?
I'm not going to get into the what's right and what's wrong about this.
I am a sovereign person. I did not do anything wrong. I didn't hurt anyone. I did no damage. You guys created all this mess. I didn't do this shit. Your sheriff's department did this. That kidsman, Tommy, motherfucker, he did all of this. He wrecked my truck.
So we hear a lot of the sovereign citizen ideology coming from the person in the back seat. Also some things that don't make a lot of sense, which would lend to the fact that this person may have some type of mental health challenge. Not sure, I can't diagnose that. But those two things coupled together make it an extraordinarily challenging thing to deal with. The officers seem to be extraordinarily professional with her, and it's really good to see that.
Do you have any injuries that need medical treatment, in your opinion?
Hurts, and you got it locked behind my back.
Okay.
Right shoulder cuff surgery. I was in a motorcycle crash. It hurts right now.
Okay. Well, we will be at the hospital in about 2 minutes, and we will have them look at it.
The sheriff's department for putting me in this situation. I was going to help my employee. You know how many boyfriends she has? They traffic her because I'm trying to keep her from that crap.
You have it? Okay. Go ahead and move your arm for me. When you get to the jail, you can make your phone call. Whoever you want to call, you can call anybody.
All right.
We'll
get those handcuffs adjusted, and then we'll figure things out.
I think you're a good guy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I just can't believe that because I was going to help one of my employees from a sex trafficking operation, that I'm the one that is in cuffs right now.
That's not the issue, Ann. The issue is that you didn't stop when there was a police officer behind you.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
I understand that. But
I didn't do anything wrong.
You should have stopped and explained that to them. Okay?
Why? So you could break in my window and pop my tires and fucking put me in cuffs?
Do you want the handcuffs adjusted?
I want them off.
Well, they're not
I
going to
haven't
come
done
off.
anything illegal.
Okay, they're not coming off. So what happened in Menominee County Okay, whatever driving behavior.
Menominee County is a very bad county. They have a lot of criminals.
They tried to stop you. You did not stop. If you had, let me finish talking. Okay.
Can you at least take that one off, please? I had right shoulder cuff surgery
I don't have a
and
belt.
it hurts.
Just wait. So.
Early,
I'll
can you put
watch.
him in front, please?
He's gonna go and grab a belt, I believe. Okay, so the handcuffs will be in front then. Okay.
My shoulder's killing me right
I know
now.
he's grabbing a belt and the handcuffs can be
I'm
in front.
52 years old. I was in a motorcycle. I haven't done anything criminal. Okay, I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay. Well, like I already told you, you did not stop for Menominee County. You did not stop for Shawano County. And then when we tried to get you to exit the vehicle, you refused and then almost ran over a couple of our deputies.
No, I
So
didn't.
yes, you did. So that right there is committing a crime.
It
Okay?
is not a
Yes,
crime
it is. Yes,
to
it
go
is.
home.
It is a crime to
It is
not
not a crime to go
follow.
home.
It is a crime to not follow law enforcement orders when you have been
If
told
they're
you are
illegal,
under. They're not
immoral,
illegal.
unethical, or unsafe, I don't have to follow them.
Okay, I don't know if you caught that line, but this is what's interesting, what she just said. If it's illegal, immoral, unethical, or unsafe, I don't have to follow them. So if it's illegal, that's objective. We know what's legal and not legal. The law is pretty clear about what's illegal and what's legal. But we get into the immoral, unethical, and unsafe. Those are very subjective. So this is why the ideology of the sovereign citizen is so dangerous, because it's subjective. Every person can decide what they think is immoral. Every person can decide what they think is unethical. Every person can think whatever they want. And it becomes incredibly dangerous because what is a person willing to do to protect what they think is immoral, unethical? I mean, there are certain things that nearly all of us are going to agree upon, but this is where their ideology is that they're saying that the law that most of us abide by are those four things: illegal, immoral, unethical, and unsafe. And then where are we at? Where it's basically a circus.
I want Sheriff Bieber here to
Okay,
talk to
he's
me.
not coming here. So like I said, when you get to the jail, you can make any phone calls you want.
How about
And
if we just call your boss?
my boss was the one that was on the highway.
And he's a crook.
No, he's not. You failed to stop. You failed to listen to us. If you feel, and you're talking about the Constitution, if you feel that you were wrongfully stopped, then you go to the courts and settle it that
You
way.
caused me to bleed.
You failed.
popped out my tires in my
Okay,
truck.
all right, like I said, if you want to throw the Constitution at me and you were to get stopped, you have a right to go to court and fight it and plead your case. You chose not to do
All
that.
the
No, let me
courts-
finish talking. You failed to do that. You had then fled from Menominee County, fled from Shawano County. When you were stopped, you did not get out of your vehicle. Again, failed to listen. You cannot take the law into your own hands, Ann. That is not how.
Well,
no,
maybe
stay quiet. I'm explaining it.
Maybe you should f***ing do your job and f***ing arrest the criminals.
Okay, well, you
Where
technically.
was the defendant coming from?
I'm not Menominee County, Ann. I don't know. And at this point, the only criminal that I'm dealing with was the person who ran from us. That's you. That is why you were under arrest.
You are so ignorant.
Okay, well, that's fine. You can have your opinion of me. That's fine. It's not true, but that's okay.
Can I wash my blood off my hands?
If you want, you can use this right here. Otherwise, the doctor is going to come and take a look at
I
your blood.
don't want any medical care.
Okay, well, you're here to get cleared, so...
I do not want anybody touching me or probing
Okay.
me right now.
Well,
I have a right to an attorney, and until I can make a call to my lawyer, nobody's f***ing touching me. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Okay, I have nothing to fear. Okay, God is with me right now. He's in me, and I have nothing to fear. Even if you shoot me right now and I die, doesn't matter. I know I'm going to a better place.
Well, that's not happening, so...
Well, I hope not. I have a lot of shit to do. I have to build a hemp processing facility. I need to build a healing resort for addicts and alcohol and drug abuse people. And I need to fucking clean up this fucking county plus Menominee. Because you fuckers aren't doing it. You're not doing a fucking job.
Are you going to allow the doctor to treat you, or are you going to refuse treatment?
I have nothing wrong with me.
Okay.
I am fine.
So Ann here, our little patient, wants to refuse all treatment. So if the doctor's cool with that and can sign on this, sign off on this.
She can not.
She's got a laceration to her hand. That's it. It's a small little cut on the tip of her finger.
I think she still has to be registered. Doc will see her, but she can refuse the doc to do anything because under your guys's.
Yeah, because we just need a
Care.
signature saying that she's good to go for jail, and she doesn't want anybody in there to talk to her or any sort of medical treatment. So
Okay.
just, I understand there's other stuff going on, but
Legality
she.
wise, is that
she's just causing a huge scene, and I don't want to make it difficult for you guys and upset everybody in the hospital, and then
It is.
so.
But I think under your, like, I'm just doing legality wise, does she have to be a patient because she has to refuse as a patient, even though.
I see.
Do you know, Joe?
Yep.
Not for us. We don't care. Like, if she doesn't
Right.
want to be seen, but
Yeah.
because she's under your guys' care,
That
the
makes
doctor
sense.
can't sign off unless she's a medical clearance, and then she has to be a patient to be refused.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'll get her in as a patient. She can
Okay.
refuse all three.
That makes sense legally.
Okay, a couple things. So the hospital, one entity, law enforcement, the other entity, both have liability challenges. When the police have someone in custody, they have to make sure that they're cleared medically, and the medical side has to do their thing to make sure they don't incur any liability, especially since the person is in police custody. Something a lot of people don't realize, that in some departments, there are corrections officers or people from the department who have an assignment at the hospital, a shift that they work at the hospital for people who are arrested and in custody, but they just need to get medical treatment, and they're there. So they do it on rotation. In Las Vegas, they would have corrections officers that worked on rotation that were at the hospital. The other thing is there are security officers that work at nearly every single hospital, and they're really well trained. For the most part, the ones that I've interacted with, they're incredibly well trained. They deal with a lot of different things, and their job is very similar to law enforcement, and I enjoyed working with the ones that I worked with in my time in Las Vegas. Some really good stuff, especially the ones at UMC, University Medical Center, shout out. And also the ones that worked at Sunrise. Both of those hospitals dealt with the security officers very frequently. Shout out to them. I mean, it's a really high level gig, and I appreciate what they did. Good stuff.
So does the jail need a clearance?
They will. I'm assuming they
So
will.
then we'll do it.
Is your hand still bleeding? Is your shoulders?
My shoulder hurts, my wrist
Okay.
hurts.
We'll need a medical clearance.
Can
Yep.
we get the name and date of birth?
Ann, are you willing to give the hospital your name and date of birth, please?
No, there's no reason for me to be like this right now. I have not done any crime.
Okay.
There's nothing for me to be arrested for. Nothing. I am a sovereign person. I am free. I have not done anything wrong. I haven't
We
hurt
just need your
anyone.
name and date of birth. Are you able to please have a seat on the bed so we're not standing in the hallway, though?
No,
How about the chair?
no. There's no reason for me to be here. I should be at the campground, taking care of my customers and my family. The judges are corrupt.
Well, you're going to be held in jail until you see a judge.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not. There is no charge for me to be here right now.
All right, well,
The only reason I'm here is because you fucking have me cuffed and you guys have guns.
Okay, well,
I have no way to protect myself.
when Monday rolls around and you see a judge, you can...
No, I have a business to run and a family to take care of. I have to go back home.
Stop
I was
yelling.
only.
Stop yelling.
I was going to get my employee because I needed help.
Okay, stop. There's other people in the hospital and they don't care to hear what you're talking about right now.
All right, Ann. I can help you get your pants up. Would you be okay if I took some vitals from you?
No.
Okay.
If you could just like tug up on the back of my pants, it would be wonderful.
Sure.
And I'm sorry.
I know, I'm just looking, I think you
My-
might have a cut.
I don't care. Just pull up my pants. Please.
Okay, not a problem. I know that's uncomfortable, isn't it?
Thank you.
You bet. Well, Doc is still gonna come
Thank you.
stop in here. I am just gonna put this wristband on
No.
you. She'll still,
No.
okay, fine. She'll still come stop in here. Up
What,
to you,
doctor?
whatever. Dr. Finch or one of the other providers, so I
Is
don't know who it's
it
gonna
a
be.
doctor not wearing a mask?
No, all of our doctors wear
Yeah,
masks.
I'm not doing any of this shit. I need
Okay.
out of here. You guys are making me sick.
Okay, well, that's what's gonna happen, so you can make your choice otherwise, okay?
Something I'd like to discuss. Very often when a person is brought into the hospital in police custody, the hospital, when they do their evaluations, sometimes they'll do a blood draw. The police are not able to get the information from that blood draw, the lab results. If they want those results, they have to get a search warrant in order to get those results. So if a person gets brought in after a really horrific car wreck and there's a suspicion of DUI, the police don't get the results even though the hospital drew the blood. Police still have to get a search warrant for those blood results.
Hi, Alicia. I'm Dr.
Hi,
Finch. Ann? Okay.
Sorry. You walked right by.
Sorry. Did you cut your hand?
No.
Okay. Did you want me to look at it?
No.
Okay. You understand a wound left open could get infected and so on.
What's
right?
wrong with your eye?
It hurts. I got an injury there.
Okay. No, I don't.
Okay. You understand it can get infected if it's left open, right?
So can your eye.
Okay.
As long as you wear that mask, keep blowing bad air into your eye, it'll keep getting worse infected.
Sure. I'm worried about your cut right now.
I'm
though.
not worried about my cut at all.
Okay.
I can kill myself.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Ann.
We're getting out of here.
Thank you. So the Native Americans that I believe, not Stockbridge, but Muncie tribe,
Okay.
the
Let's walk and talk.
they have the oldest DNA that is closest to Jesus Christ.
This way.
DNA.
Okay.
So the human traffickers that are in our area that you guys should know about,
Yep.
they take little Native American and they traffic them.
Okay.
Okay, they look for people like she's beautiful.
Yep.
They breed them. They take the kids away from them and they put them into Child Protective Services.
Okay.
They go into the system. The system aligns them with
Okay.
or
Does this have to do with the Wayfair scandal? You're probably a believer in that.
I don't know what the Wayfair scandal
Keep
is.
going. Keep walking with me. The one of the furniture store, the online furniture store where
they
you
all
could
do.
order.
Yeah, where you can order a locker that should cost like $15.
Yeah, and
You
it's
pay
like
20
50.
grand.
Yeah.
Amazon, Facebook,
Can you sit down for me?
Yahoo, all of them. They all sell.
So this is all, is it all linked to what you're telling me?
Yes.
I do understand what you're saying.
And Native American.
Do you want to be buckled up?
No, it doesn't matter.
All right, would you please step out?
Okay, I demand to go home.
I can't do that, Ann. You know I can't do that.
I am a sovereign being.
I understand that, but I can't just bring you home.
If you understand that, then you would let me go.
I can't though.
Why?
Do you know how much
Call
trouble?
Bieber.
Do you know how much trouble I'd be in with Sheriff Bieber if I just
Call
let you go
Bieber.
home?
Call Bieber and tell him what I
can't
did.
wake him up at 9:15 on a Saturday. If you want to make your call to Sheriff Bieber, maybe he would answer for you, but not
I don't
me.
have my phone. It's in my truck.
Well, do you know his number?
Well, I would have to look it up on my phone.
Okay. Can you walk this way for me? I would assume you're going to get a copy of our police report, correct?
Oh, I want all of your names tonight, and
Okay.
I want to make a phone call
Well,
tonight.
I'll tell you what, Ann, you've been decent with me, so I will write all of our badge numbers down
Thank you.
on
And
a piece of
that's
paper.
one. I think you're still a good guy. I don't know any of these other people.
Well, do you want me to put good guy next to my name so you
I know
remember?
that you're a good guy. Well, you can put a star. Put a star next to it.
Okay.
I'm Callie. I'm gonna pat you down really quick, okay?
Oh, see, look, it said Crow Settlement. Nobody knows where Crow Settlement is?
It's a road. It's not a settlement, I don't believe. It's just a
I
road.
think you should check into that.
I don't work for Menominee County.
But I do. I know where that one is.
They're bad guys, aren't they?
So all the people who watch this channel already know that likely I'm going to make a mention of the female officer with the hair out. And for the new viewers, I just want to mention that my recommendation is always that having a ponytail like that just provides an opportunity for someone to grab it if you're in a facility where you can get into altercations with other people, hospitals, jails, street officers, and I call it a tack bun. It's basically wrapping your hair up in a tight bun. We've seen other officers who do it really, really well, and it's just a better practice. And I mention this for the new viewers because the older viewers, some of them even put their hair in tack buns when they watch this show, and I really appreciate the commitment to being tactical.
So I was fleeing for my safety, especially in the
And
circumstance.
don't give up your defense to the officer. You're going to just keep that information to yourself for court. You can argue that in court.
I can't stay here.
I understand
don't
that,
need to be
but
here.
it's
I
she.
haven't done anything wrong.
She's not keeping you here. We are.
Why?
Because
explain that to you in a second.
as soon as she's done.
I'm done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm gonna take a cross off and then pat you down and dress you in, okay? You got a feeling you're gonna bring yourself around this tonight?
No.
That's gotta happen, okay?
Every officer, when they start their shift, should look at themselves in the mirror and say, am I in the shape to be in the fight of my life? Not like football, any given Sunday, any given shift, there is a person who is ready and willing to attack you. And no one else can answer that question but you. Are you in the shape to be in the fight of your life? It looks like the charges, according to the officer, were fleeing and resisting, which likely stemmed from her taking off when they said that they attempted to stop her, and resisting, I guess, when they were trying to take her into custody. These situations are really, really interesting because it seems like the more videos we watch, the more that this ideology continues to just spread and people mimicking the same exact ones. I'm not sure why this woman is acting the way that she is. I definitely hope that she gets the help that she needs, and this could have ended up way, way worse. On that note, I'd like to share today's coin, which is a really cool coin, and I know I've still been having challenges with getting it right with the lighting, and I'm working on it. In fact, I have an idea that I'm going to be able to make sure that I cover all the coins that weren't able to be seen as clearly. So I'm going to try this again because I heard that if you tilt it forward that you can see it even better, and this is really, really cool. So I'm going to read the back of it first. This is from the Federal Bureau of Investigation Investigation Department of Justice, Relentless Justice. And on this, and you see this really cool cowboy looking person on it, 1908. Just a really, really cool looking coin. Okay, now there's something else that goes along with this, which is really, really interesting. And I was given permission to read this and talk about this coin and something else that goes along with it. Really, really cool. Sergeant Curtis, I'm happy to give you my challenge coin from my last duty station, FBI Little Rock Division, Arkansas, Fort Smith Residency Agency. Plus, I don't know whether or not you collect patches, but I'm giving you my FBI patch. I was an operator in Oklahoma for 8 years and transferred to a different division, served in SWAT for many years as well. 2 incredibly cool patches, one from FBI SWAT Oklahoma and FBI SWAT Little Rock. So 2 really cool states. 2 incredibly cool patches. But this is where it gets even more interesting. This person retired. They now work for the school district and in law enforcement capacity and teach. And interestingly, asked if I would shout out the class that is taught of students who study criminal justice who look to join law enforcement. So this is a big shout out. Mountainburg High School Criminal Justice class. It's part of the reason why I do this for young people who aspire to law enforcement. Shout out to the person who sent this, Tim Atkins, for your service. Simplify your Marine as well. All of this amazing stuff. Tim Atkins, thank you so much for sharing this and for your students as well. And also, it looks like the Mountainburg Public Schools Police Department is the department that Tim currently works for. So we got some really cool patches for the channel. Really, really cool patches. We got the coin. Shout out to Mountainburg. And again, the kindness and generosity to share all these different things that I get to share with all the viewers is amazing. Thank you, Tim. I really, really appreciate it. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.